Ew. Oh my goodness. Be careful. What the heck, bro? I guess we'll do that there. Hi, my pretty girls. Hi, Brina. Hi, Trish, Carla, Lucy, Sarah. How's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. Yes, indeed. We're at the gym. This is like the only time I have a little bit of free time to get a live stream out and get my special announcement out because later today I have a bunch of work. Still getting the itinerary for Kenya finalized and wrapped up with. What else? Oh, and at 7 o'clock, myself and some of the Minecraft girls, we have an appointment hunting for a cherry blossom biome. So I'm like, you know what? This is like the only time I could get it going. Hi, Louise. Good to see you. No worries, my girl. You go enjoy your concert, and yeah, you can always watch it later. Hi, Haley. Oh, it's so good to see you all. Hi, Fiona. Hi, Nahida. Okay, so we're gonna kind of like start backwards in our workout. We're gonna start with a little bit of aberinos first. Like I've been doing this for so long, you guys, that I need to sometimes keep it fun for myself. So sometimes I completely start backwards. So uh we'll do abs, we'll do legs, and then we'll do upper body. Haven't done AI abs in like a hot minute. Each set, I go a little heavier and heavier and heavier as my sets go on. Hi, Melissa. It's been a while. How's things with you? Hi, Corrupted Jay. Welcome. How's it going? Okay, anyways, let's just get started with the announcement. So before I begin this announcement, I want to remind pretty much all the girls, and this doesn't really apply to all of you. It applies to some of the girls. Obviously, I'm not going to mention names, but they know who they are. At some point, ladies, some of you have forgotten uh, this is my business at the end of the day, and I will run it and operate it any way I see fit. Obviously, I have help, and I'm forever grateful to the admin, obviously, Brina, our very own precious Brina. She is such a staple and such an integral part of our community, along with all the mods too. But again, don't get it twisted, ladies, not even for a second. At the end of the day, I have to make the decisions that I see fit for my business. Right? This is my work. This is my line of business. I don't, call any of you guys up and tell you how you need to operate your job, how to conduct yourself at your workplace. Um, This is mine. I appreciate the input. I will definitely listen to it and I soak it all in. But again, if I haven't made myself clear along the way, some of the girls have forgotten that this is my business at the end of the day. And I need to do what's best for me and my business. And if that rubs anyone the wrong way or hurts anyone's feelings, I can't very much control that. I need to protect my energy, protect my community, and look out for the benefits and interests of all my girls. Along the way, I'm not gonna be successful at that. Some of the girls are not gonna see eye to eye with my decisions, and some of them aren't gonna agree with my decisions, and that is totally okay. We're all entitled to our own opinions, and I respect your opinions. But again, I need to do what's best for me and my business. So I'm just very, very, very glad that you're all here. So I have decided to appoint a new mod. So we will be having a new mod, and I hope you guys see eye to eye with me on this one. Before I announce the mod, I want to say a few things about this individual and what they mean to me, and then I will say a few things about this individual, what they mean to the rest of the community. So this person has oh, let me finish my set and then I'll continue to yap a little more because I do need to be mindful of the time. Okay. I'll just scooch my butt right here so I can talk to you guys properly. All right. So let's talk about what this individual means to me. Um, Mine and her relationship specifically. And then, like I said, I'll elaborate and let you guys know what she means to the community and the good things that I've heard about this individual. Um, since the very, very beginning, she has agreed and seen eye to eye with my vision and what I want for this family and how I want this community to grow. I have never had an issue with this person. She's never questioned my methods or approach. She has always been very open-minded and open-hearted about situations. She's never gone out of her way to input any biases or opinions on things that she wasn't educated on. She was always very impartial. And when she ever decided to, I guess, speak on a subject, she made sure she understood the facts. She would never do anything to put any of us in jeopardy. She would never do anything to harm us in any way. And this individual, I'm very grateful for. And she is, like I said, she has seen eye to eye with my vision and what I want out of this community and what I want for this community since day one. That's how I feel about her. Now, the other side of the coin, what she means to the community as a whole. All I've heard from this individual since day one is good things. All I've heard about this individual since day one is how supportive she is and how much she's willing to just give, give, and give. Even when she doesn't have the time, she will make the time. And these are all qualities of a leader. These are all qualities that we could all learn from, myself included, by the way. I could learn quite a lot from this individual. I could. She's very smart, guys. She's very capable. And even when other people um, pointed at her and expected her to keep her lips, shush, shush in certain topics, she was like, no, that is not the right thing to do. Villain has a right to know, and I have an obligation as a friend to him to let him know, even though I may be painted as um, a villain or I may be painted as a snitch. There are no snitches in our family, guys. There are only people who want the best for all of us, and they will come forth and speak up. This person has been that since day one. Even though other people wanted her to uh, keep information from me, she has always, always put her foot down and said, no, that is not the right thing. Villain expects me to tell him everything and anything that goes on within our family. And loyalty, you guys, to me goes a very, very, very long way. I take care of my own, and loyalty, respect. These are very much, very, very easy ways to have a place in my heart forever. Loyalty and respect go a very long way to me. I grew up around the principles of loyalty and respect and take care of your loved ones. And this person has always um, put the effort and love to take care of all of us. Like I say, I've only heard nothing but good things about her. I have a beautiful relationship with all of you. You guys know the stuff we talked about. It's beautiful, it's spicy, it's amazing. And I cherish the friendship and relationship I have with all of you. Um, what else? This person has never added chaos to the already brewing storm in my mind. On any given day, guys, I am all kinds of messed up in my head, and she's never added chaos or extra stress into my life ever. She has only taken stress away from my life. So you guys can start to put the piece of the puzzle together, how much this individual means to me, not only to me, that's besides the fact, how much she means to a lot of you. And once I announce her name, I think you guys will know exactly that this individual is definitely fit for the position. She has very much deserved it. She has always been um, someone who puts the love of all of our members above and beyond anything else. And I want you guys to understand another fact. If at any point certain mod statuses were to be removed from any one of the mods, at some point you lost vision of what I want from this community. And if you were to be stripped from a mod position, that doesn't change the fact that I love you. That doesn't change the fact that I respect you. And nothing between us on a personal level changes. It just means you are not the right person for the job anymore. And it's as simple as that. So I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. So and so is getting a mod status and I'm not. So and so is getting their mod status stripped. Why? It's quite simple, guys. At the end of the day, I need to do what's best for my family and I need to do what's best for my community. Um, I appreciate and love all of you guys. You know, I do forever and always. So again, I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea of what are certain criterias of people getting promoted, getting statuses taken away from them. There really are no statuses. Like I know that's how some of the girls see it, but there are just those who want to do a little bit more work in our family, and there are those who at some point have lost vision and they don't see eye to eye with me. It's as simple as that. There are no favoritisms. There are no me putting anyone on top of a pedestal more so than others. There's none of that here. It's just like I say, I need to at the end of the day do what's best for my family. And like I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, at some point, some of the girls have definitely forgot um, that I need to make the calls and I make the shots. So I don't want anyone to forget that very, very simple fact. Because if you forget that along the way, you are going to be very, very disappointed very quickly. Someone ban Raj, please. So the new mod is Emma. She has displayed an outstanding amount of courage. She has displayed an outstanding amount of love for our community and for every single member. Even though some members may have backed her into a corner, made her feel ways that she shouldn't have felt, that she didn't deserve, she always stayed very, very impartial. She always set her own emotions to the side and said, no, this is not the right thing to do. This is not a place to cause drama. This is not a place to cause toxicity. And she's been very honest with me since day one. So, congratulations, Emma. I hope that you guys all agree with my decision and you guys see eye to eye with me. And again, if you guys don't for any reason, I want to be the first to say it. I respect your opinion. I love you, but it is my decision at the end of the day. So I hope you guys can understand where I'm coming from. I am at the end of the day, guys, I am very much a part of this community as much as any one of you girls. As much as I go out of my way to protect all of your emotions and make sure no one is, bullying anyone or spreading any amount of toxicity, the same should apply to me. I shouldn't deserve to feel a certain way. I know there's extra burdens on my shoulder, especially because I work very closely with the mod team and the admin to make sure everyone is happy. But at the end of the day, guys, I also deserve to be happy and I deserve not to be made to feel a certain way. I get it along the way. Certain things do get lost in translation, and I can appreciate that fact. I can, but I'm a strong believer of any misunderstandings, any quarrels, any amount of little conflicts can be resolved with a calm, collected, cordial discussion. So if at any point you guys feel a certain way about me or my decisions or actions, I encourage you all, please, please, please don't make a big deal about it in the main chats. Don't go, talking and spreading bad things. All that's going to do is just make a very simple situation grow into something it really shouldn't be. I'm a very easy guy to talk to, guys. I like to think I'm very understanding about everyone's emotions and where they come from. I'm very reasonable. So please, please, in the future, if there's anything you guys want to talk to me about that you guys can't talk to anyone else, I encourage you to talk to me. You might have to be a little patient with me, especially this time since I have so many irons in the fire, but I want this to be a safe and beautiful place for all of us. And when I say all of us, I include myself, right? I want all of us to get what we all deserve from this. Love you, girls. Okay, let me continue on to do some sets. Yeah, I've been contemplating this decision for a number of months actually, since we have definitely uh, dropped down in the number of mods over the past months. So I've this decision, aside from her being obviously just the obvious pick. We are going to Kenya. Um, the time differences are going to be a little off. I'm not sure how many hours it's going to be ahead of any of our EU friends, but we have right now the current mods. They're all from North America. They're all from the United States. So I also wanted a mod from another part of the world, just so we have a little bit of diversity in terms of the hours. So there was a lot of deciding factors into my decision. And that is just one of them. But I would say that is a very small part in why I chose her, aside from her being a very obvious pick. Just the time difference is another reason. Oh my goodness. I haven't started backwards on my workout in such a long time. Okay, anyways, now that we got that out of the way, okay. Now Emma, now that you have been given mod status, we need you to badge your first guy. I think it's quite addicting, personally. Like I say, I don't like to be too harsh on my bands. Um, but when it's specifically a guy, it's I give men very little slack. It's just I know how I have always been expected to conduct myself as a gentleman, what my mother expected of me, what my sister expected of me as a man, and how hard I have worked in my life. So when I see other men come into my comment section on Instagram and say just foolish things like, oh, steroids, this, that, like just nonsensical things, or come into my live streams and they talk craziness, it's like, yeah, I get it. We're not all raised a certain way. Some of us don't have the benefits of having a good mother, a good sister, a good upbringing. I get that. But kindness and holding yourself to a high regard that requires no amount of status, that requires no amount of money, that requires nothing. Conducting yourself as a gentleman is free. And when I see men conducting themselves any less than that, it boils my blood. It really does. And I have no place for that. Women, I give women way more slack than I do men. Men, there is, if you're a despicable man, we cannot be friends. There's no room in my life for despicable men. That's why it's with men, I'm very, very hard on men. Very, very hard on men. I know, Trish. By the way, guys, Brina, specifically you, there was someone who left a very nasty comment on Instagram, and I picked that up. I'm not sure if you did, but anyways, I don't want to give it too much attention because it doesn't deserve it. But rest assured, guys, if I see any abusive, disgusting comments towards any of my girls, they will be banned very, very quickly. And if I don't catch the comment, please make it aware of me on Discord, and I will deal with them when I get the time. I don't allow people to talk bad to my girls. Um, I know the nasty comments they leave to all of you girls, and like I said, rest assured, I will find them and I will block them and I'll remove them. Yeah, Yeah, it's good that you blocked them, but I also blocked them too, for you, Brina, so we could never see them again in our community. Yeah, it's I wouldn't say even people, men, boys. It's the only time I get trolls, it's always girls. Like, I was actually talking to, one of my nephews, and he was saying some crazy stuff. I mean, he's a little boy, right? So, rightfully so, he's saying some crazy stuff. I'm like, "Listen, there's gonna come a point in your time where life is gonna ask you something. It's right here, right now. You have to decide the actions you're going to make from here on out are going to be a very much a deciding factor what kind of man you're going to grow up to be. Do you want to be a respectable, kind-hearted man who's going to integrate into society and do good? Or are you going to be a filth of a human being and go around causing destruction, chaos, pain, and suffering to others? And like sometimes I gotta remember to not have these conversations with kids, but the way I see kids, they're a lot smarter than, adults give them credit for. And mind you, when I say kid, he's not a toddler. He's a 17-year-old boy. So he's like, yes, he's a kid, but he's not a a grown man either. You know what I mean? So when I was having that conversation with him, I was very serious. I was looking right in the eyes. I'm like, you need to quit this crazy stuff because these are very, very integral years of your development. Yeah, don't engage with the trolls. Like I said, make me aware of the situation. I will block them. Yeah, like my girls, my little nieces and stuff, they're all sweethearts. And like I said, I definitely let them get away with so much more compared to the boys. Um, but that's just we having such a soft spot for females just all around. Yeah, these are very, very important life lessons that young boys and teenagers, you're absolutely right, Sarah, need to hear. You know, the thing is, Sarah, in today's day and age, we have very much lack of good role models. Just look at, say, for instance, musicians, celebrities, actors, um, social media influencers. We lack a lot of good role models, and kids emulate everything they see. They emulate what their parents do, they emulate what their friends do, they emulate what they see on TV, on their phones, so on and so forth. So I try to tell everyone you need to set good examples because kids will follow, right? It is very easy to look at a kid and be like, oh, that's a bad kid, she's a bad girl, he's a bad boy, like so on and so forth. But um we need to lead by example, you guys. Actions speak louder than words. Well said, Charlotte. Indeed. Well said. Thank you, Melissa. I try. I try. I would never claim to be perfect, but I definitely, definitely hold myself to a high regard. And that's definitely due to the fact that I was raised a very specific way by my mother. He knows what's to be expected by a man, how hardworking they are, honest they are, and that's definitely one of the reasons why I am the way I am. And I'm so very much hard on myself. That, along with a lot of other reasons. But I believe as a man, you should hold yourself to the highest standard. There can't be any amount of laziness or insincerity that goes in it. It's just, well, when I look at men, I don't see that nowadays. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't see that in men from where I come from in the world. Um, I don't see that men here. It's just um, so again, naturally, I have a lot of female friends, and when they're like, "Oh, I've been single for so long," I don't blame them not even the slightest bit. I'm like, "Hey, sweetheart, listen, I don't blame you, and I don't want you to blame yourself. There are a lot of low quality men out there, a lot." And I don't blame them, not even the slightest bit. I don't blame any of you girls in chat even. I know some of you ladies are single, and don't be hard on yourself. Don't. There are a lot of low quality men out there, and you need to hold yourself to the highest standard and not settle for anything less. You know yourself. I like to think I know most of you quite well, and it would be very heartbreaking to see you guys settle and date a man who's not high quality, not of the highest standards. Hi, Clarissa. Hi, Jill. Good to see you both. Brina, I am always proud of you, and I'm proud of all you girls every single day. So that's actually good. I'm very much a man molded by strong females. Mm, like my father was there. I'm not saying my father is not good. He's a very good man. Um, but he definitely played the role of a man where he wasn't there a whole lot. He was providing for my family. So my mother, the rock that she is to all of us, the pillar of strength that she is, she definitely raised me um, in a very, very certain way. And like I said, to always respect women, to always understand as much as a male could. Of course, I'm never going to understand in full detail the struggles and the beauties all the same of being a woman, but I can sympathize as much as I possibly can. Brina, you've always went above and beyond for all of us. I don't want you to ever question that fact. I welcome mistakes because that's how we all grow, and I'm a very big uh, believer of second chances, third chances, fourth chances. I give a lot of chances. I do. Um, but there comes a time where you do need to grow. And if I don't see growth and I'm just giving people chance after chance after chance, it becomes a slap across my face. It really does. And speaking of about slap across the face, I want to touch on another subject very quickly, and I don't want to beat a dead horse, so to speak, on this. Um, I have been told by someone. Um, anyways, regardless of who told me, I want certain individuals to understand this other fact that I want to discuss with you guys. Myself and all of you guys, we have worked a tremendous amount to make this family, to make this community what it is. Don't ever question that fact, not even for the slightest bit. I've seen your guys' sacrifice. I've seen your guys' courage, your motivation, your love. I've seen it, and I would never question that. Never, ever would I ever say that, oh, so and so hasn't put in the work, because you guys all have put in the work. Brina and the mods put a tremendous amount of work into all of us. Um, but there are certain individuals who say things along the lines of, "This isn't a safe place. Um, I don't feel safe," things along those lines. And for those individuals, I want you to know, if at any point you believe any of the things that come out of your mouth and you think it's not a safe place, I want you to know something. I feel like that's a slap across my face. I feel like that's a slap across Brina and all the mods' face. I feel tremendously disrespected. I do. And I want you to know something else. I already forgive you, though. I do. But I feel disrespected. I know how much time and effort and love I've put into this community. I know my worth. I know all of the girls' worth. And we've all done a tremendous amount of work to build this family to what it is. And if anyone feels that way, they genuinely deep down in their core, they feel that this isn't a safe place. Let me make this very clear to you. I strongly encourage you to leave. Very, very strongly encourage you to leave. And that's not me saying I don't love you. That's not me saying I don't respect you. It's actually the quite opposite. I respect and love you enough to look out for your energy. If you feel like I'm not a good part of your life, if you feel like I am adding unnecessary amount of stress, chaos into your life, I'm disrupting your energy, I love you enough to let you go. I respect you enough to let you go. And I wouldn't want you to be around me if it was going to harm your mental health, physical health in any way, shape, or form. So please understand that fact and don't get my words twisted when I say if this isn't a safe place, then you need to leave. That's not me pushing you away. That's not me kicking you out. That's me loving and respecting you enough to let you go. Please understand the difference. Hi, Clarissa. Not sure if I said hi to you, but thank you. Thing is, Melissa, I know how much love you've put into our family. I see it. Same with you, Emma, Trish, Brina, so on and so forth. So when someone says that, it really hits home to me because I'm like, hey, me getting a slap across my face from someone I love, I can handle that. I really, really could. And like I said, I, I will forgive the person the second they even say that. Um, but them slapping all of your guys' faces with that remark, I don't know how much of that I can forgive. There's the individual knows who they are. Of course, I'm not going to name names, but this is a safe place, and I've worked so hard. I've shed so many tears. I've stayed up so many countless nights, going and replying to everyone's DMs, making sure everyone's happy, making sure everyone's questions are answered. That's just my little bit of effort that I've put in. I've seen your guys' effort too. I have. Anyways, let's get a couple more sets in. There we go. Don't mind me. I know the booty's looking quite fat in these pants. I'm telling you guys, I'm kind of bulking a little. And look where all that extra weight is going. Right in the bubble butt. You never know what you're gonna get out of a R1 villain stream. You might get him twerking, you might get him showing the cake maker. You just never know. People always say AI abs, the veins, the back, the biceps, but I don't think my cake maker gets enough love, you guys. Come on. Yeah. Some villain cake. I have been bulking just a little. I think I'm up. I think I've gained a little extra weight, but like a healthy amount of weight, not like just unhealthy amount, just a little. Mm. I need that booty to get spanked by Spike Glove. Oh, you ladies could have your fill, don't you worry. Worse than you guys are great. Seriously. You guys are my safe place. And like I say, I share my loved ones with everyone. I share you guys all with everyone in our family. I've always said it, and I'll say it again. I genuinely feel so guilty when any of the girls join our community and they utter these words, I'm just here for you. I respect it if you're here just for me. I do. And you can be here for whatever reason you want. But I feel guilty when anyone says that. Oh, I'm just here for you. I've had heart to hearts and emotional talks with all of you girls. I know the struggles you guys have been through. I know the adversities you guys have faced. And I know the courage, beauty, and strength you guys all have. And I know I have how much I have developed as a man learning from all of you beautiful, beautiful females. So when I think about hogging all of your guys' beauty and wisdom to myself, I'm like, wow, I feel so guilty. I'm like, I shouldn't be the only one to uh experience their love and wisdom and beauty. Like I genuinely feel guilty. So that's why whenever we get any of the new girls that join chat, I'm like, hey, like, of course we can have a relationship and we can talk and we can mess about whatever. But take the time to get to know some other friends. I think you'll be very, very surprised on how just amazing they are. Brina, my sweet girl, thank you so much for the $50. You know, this community have made my life a better place. You're a true leader in every sense of the word, and I always learn important lessons from you. Always support you 100%. What do you need from me? I'll give you love you, sir. Always. Speaking of leaders, let me tell you guys something about Brina. There's so much to say about Brina. I mean, what haven't I said about her? But I will say this. Um, I believe in development and I believe in life as a learning lesson. Some people accept that fact. And when I say some people, I mean very, very few people accept that fact. And others are stubborn, hard headed, and they think they're know it alls and they don't grow and learn and develop. Brina is not that. Brina is definitely open minded. She is a human being at the end of the day. Um, and I have seen how much she has grown. She has a wealth of wisdom, beauty, and knowledge. And her mind is so open, you guys. She will always, always admit to facts. And she is always willing to develop and grow as a human being. Those are all great and all, those are all facts, sure. But these are all qualities of a leader. So, speaking on leaders, Brina, these are all qualities of a leader. Being able to look at yourself and being like, I didn't know this. I made a mistake. I am all that's going to happen from here on out is I'm going to learn. I'm going to do better next time and I'm going to be better for it. A lot of people in life, Brina, let me tell you this right now, can't accept these facts and can't tell themselves these very, very simple life lessons. I've seen you do it time and time and time again. That's why you are the admin, and that's why I trust you with so much. So thank you. I can thank you for being a part of my life day and night, but I want you to know, and I want you to know that I'm thankful for being a part of this family because I talk to, again, all of our girls. Some of them may not talk to you or the other girls, but they say good things about you. They hold you to a very, very high standard, and so do I. And I'm just lucky to have you in my life. God bless you too, Clarissa. Thank you for stopping by. Love you, Nahida. Thank you for stopping by. Angie, I'm not sure if I said hi to you or not, and my apologies if I didn't. I see the hi. Same with Lucia. My apologies if I did not say hi. Pretty sure I said hi to Joe. Brina has every quality of a leader and then some. I will always be the first to admit it. I learned so much from Brina. She, beauty aside, the wealth of knowledge this girl has, you guys, it astonishes me that she is willing to share it with us, and she is willing to let me occupy a place in her life. I am always um, very understanding of that fact, and I would never take it for granted. And I'm just privileged by the fact, and same goes with all you girls, guys. I know. Oh, I'm so sorry, Clarissa. Hey, how are you? Would you like to join in? I'm gonna use both, but do you want to use both? Okay, you want to use this one? Yes, it's all yours. Yeah, of course, no worries. Hey, you look amazing. Thank you. I'm just doing a little bit of abs on here. That's it. Yeah, yeah. I think I'll do both later when you're finished. Okay. Me and you can share. It's okay. I know I share. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I work. I've been doing this for 20 years, ever since I was a little boy. Yeah, yeah. I will do it for as long as my mind and my body allow me to. I will. Yeah. Yes. You like my tattoo? Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes. Tattoos are very. It hurt a lot, and I have a very low pain tolerance. So I was maybe crying a little. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Um, I got my tattoo with a friend, so it was still expensive, but not too expensive. Yeah. If it's at a tattoo parlor, a tattoo maybe this big, maybe $5,000. Yeah, $5,000. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. The only thing I'm missing is a wife and hair. Two things. Yeah, but maybe in the future. Maybe in the future I'll have a wife and hair, right? Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Okay, okay, okay. I will save this for you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Bye. It was just that gentleman right there. Me and her were just chit chatting about. Hi, Wolf. Good to see you. Okay. Let's see. Yes, my apologies, Andrea, because I genuinely think I did miss to say hi to you. Like sometimes when I ramble on, I speak with a lot of emotions and intent, you guys, especially when it's in regards to our family. I don't take anything lightly, and when I say stuff, I get very, very compassionate, and I get very, I guess, emotional, but emotional in the most beautiful sense because this family means so much to me. Love you, Trish. Thank you. Love you, Lou. Thank you for saying that. We all love you and we all appreciate you. Yes, we will see you later, Lou. Yes, definitely take lots of pictures and videos for us. I'd love to see. I love to see anything you guys show me when it comes to your guys' day-to-day lives, your kids, anything. Love it. As men, you guys know, I'm definitely opening up slowly but surely and showing you guys some of my little nieces and nephews. I'm very much protective of them, and that's not to say I don't trust anyone of you guys. It's very much I guess my own shortcomings when it comes to the kids. Um, yeah. Okay, I got one more set. Goodness, I but I just keep yapping and yapping. Maybe I'll do one more exercise for abs. Again, face is like literally turning more red than a strawberry. Oh, I need to learn to like breathe properly, which I should already know these facts, but definitely not breathing properly. No worries, Emma. Like I said, we will go on more adventures, and on top of that, I'm sure Charlotte, Brina, or Lou, or whoever else joins, they'll take pictures of the coordinates, and then you guys could go back to the biome whenever you guys want to. So don't feel bad, not even a little. Love you, Angie. Go kick butt at today's day. I don't know a better word to use. Oh my goodness. Oh, good segue to what I want to talk about next. Brina, yes, backrooms. So before the backrooms were a thing, I want you guys to I'm sure you guys have experienced this, but I'll give you guys some experiences that I've had with the backrooms. And I've been there, maybe not in the physical realm, but it is a real place. Um, and again, maybe some of you guys have been there too, and maybe some of you guys do the same things that I do. So, let's see. How do I word this? Yeah, of course, anytime, my brother, anytime. Um, no worries, Wolfie. Thank you for stopping by. So, have you guys ever had this experience where you'll put something somewhere, whether it be a piece of paper, a watch, literally any item, you put it somewhere and you know it's there. You know it wholeheartedly, you've put it there, but it's not there. And you can't really put it into words or reason or explain why it's no longer there. And then some time goes by, and then magically it reappears in the same place that you have looked time and time and time again. But sometimes it doesn't reappear. Sometimes it is lost forever and ever and ever. Same thing happens with people, you guys. We hear stories about, you know, so and so going astray, going missing, disappearing without any reason, cause, or anything like that. They don't have any enemies. They're not in debt. Good, hardworking citizens, loving family, outstanding neighbors, awesome members of society all around, but they just disappear and they don't ever return. They disappear to a place that I believe, of course, this all just falls down to your own personal beliefs, whether it comes from a religious standpoint or spiritual standpoint or whatever the case may be. I believe that they disappear off to a place that we can't explain at all. We just would know it. I think this gentleman is using the sense. Yeah, yeah. They disappear off to a place. I guess the best way we would be able to explain it as the back rooms. Yeah, whether you want to explain it as a dimension, rift in space and time, like I said, I think it's a place where it can't be explained. But I've been there, you guys. It, I think, very much exists in all of us in a metaphorical standpoint. But I think to degrees, it is a physical entity and it is a physical realm. And I'll give you some example. This is like going into like deep diving into it. Um, trauma. Trauma is something that some of us deal with. And one of the most common ways of dealing with trauma is suppression. Suppression can come in many different forms, whether you put it in a box, whether you curl it up in a ball and you throw it down the deepest, darkest hole you could find. It doesn't ever disappear, you guys. It's there and it's existing in one way or another. And when you do that to trauma, the best way I can explain it, it goes somewhere else that we can't fully explain. And I don't think any therapist can truly explain it, but it exists somewhere. And the best place I can I could say it goes to is what we would call the back rooms. And another way I would explain the back rooms is everything that was meant to exist, but for whatever reason didn't come to be. It exists in the back rooms. Have you ever, got into your own feelings and you ask yourself these questions? Why do things exist the way they do? Why do trees grow upwards and not sideways? Why does that hill have to be in that specific location? Why did that house get built there? Just why? A lot of whys. Um, the back rooms could be a place where um, there is no right or wrong. Everything and anything can exist in every way all at once, or it could not exist at all. It's a place of no reason. It's a place where there is no law of nature, no laws of any kind. Whatever that didn't materialize in what we know as Earth, in our realm, whatever you want to call it, it exists in one way or another in the back rooms. That's the best way I would explain what the back rooms are. So, with that being said, we always ask ourselves questions. Is there a God? Is there a heaven? Is there another place? The back rooms could be a place where all of those questions are answered or not. Or maybe you get the answers to your questions and all the ones that you never bothered to ask. I agree. We will talk about it more. I'm a very, very strong believer of that, you guys. Again, I have been to those places. I have seen it far before it even became like a phenomenon, such a viral sensation. I have always believed in that place to exist. And when you've been there and when you've shoved all the trauma in that place, it exists. Believe me, it exists. And it can be it can be a place, and it could be a place of definitely can have a beauty in its own right, in a weird way, in a very, very weird way. I use beauty and not in the most literal sense that we understand it to be. You know, beauty meaning, making you feel warm, making you feel safe, making you being very appealing to the eyes. When I say beauty, it can be beauty in the sense that it's a place where there is no judgment, there is no right or wrong. It's just a place. And it's a place, and it allows you to be whatever you want to be. No judgment, no criticism, but you have to accept it all, the good and the bad, and everything in between. That's the kind of place it is. So when I say it has its own beauty, that's what I mean. I'm gonna do a couple more sets, and my knees are literally about to be bruised because I'm like kneeling so much. So a little. Yeah, well, when it comes to that stuff, I definitely get in my emotions, and I definitely think very, very deeply on those subjects. Oh my goodness. Oh, just spilled my water. Sorry, I made a little mess. Oh, hold on. Better go clean that up. Yeah, we're probably gonna get a little volute though. Don't worry, I'm cleaning up this. I'm gonna leave it. So it's not gonna be 100% dry, but it's okay. It'll dry up. Just a little bit of water. Just a little bit of water. Oh, are you talking about the mess? I just I just pissed myself, Emma. I'm sorry. I have Kyle's bladder. I can't hold it in. Last set. Yeah, I think I'm done with abs. Getting a little bit. Yeah, definitely getting the place. No worries, Trish. Thanks so much for stopping by. We love you. We'll chit chat very, very soon. Yeah. So, guys, next, I want to say a couple more days. I'm going to be finalizing the itinerary for Kenya. I just want to thank everyone who sent me all the wonderful suggestions and some of the places we can go check out. The Kenya itinerary is so, so special. And we go into a future with no fear, you guys. Fear, I think, is always going to be there, but um, this year's this year's different, and I feel it. I really, really feel it. And I could sit here and talk about, oh, I'm a big, strong man, blah, 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 and just lie through my teeth, but I never lie. Um, Especially when it comes to you girls and my feelings. I don't lie. I let it out. And you guys want to know why I'm going into a future with no fear? You guys want to know the honest truth? It's because I have all of you. That's what endless is. Endless amount of possibilities because I have all of you. A future without no fear because I have all of you. That is the truth. And I want you guys to feel the same way. A future without no fear because you have all of us. Let's just look back at the past year and how much of a difference we have made for so many of our girls, whether it be some of the charitable work that we've done, whether it be just being those a good friend, giving people a home, a belonging, a place where they can come and not be ridiculed and made to feel a certain way and know that the world hasn't turned their back on them, to give them a place where they can truly call a home. We've come such a long way, you guys. Love you, Melissa. Thank you for being here with us. Go and kick some butt at work. Your Minecraft results. That's hilarious. So I'm gonna push you guys down and do a little bit of face pulls for back. Okay. Well, we have Charlotte. We really, really have. Fit on you in the house. Now for some reason I want to go play with Gon. Now for some reason I want to go play with Lucy. Laura, my sweet Laura. Shout out to Laura, you guys. Such a beautiful girl, that one. I get it. A lot of you girls have your own lives and you guys are busy for so many reasons. But I've said it time and time again. Your time I appreciate, I respect, and I cherish, and I understand that you guys are busy. You guys have obligations, even if it's 10 seconds of your time. I don't ever expect it. I never ever demand it. I never will. But I appreciate it. I kind of like spat, but this gum is like making my mouth salivate. It's either that or you girls, one of the two. There's my Navia Swift. Did you even say abs? Naughty, naughty kitty, you. Well, I can show some abs. Possibly show some abs. Or is that kind of? Guess I haven't showed you guys the AI abs in a while. I know I've been bulking a little, but that's no excuse not to have abs, right? I still got the abs, don't worry. I'm up like nearly 20 pounds, but the AI abs are still there. Come on. I'm never going to beat the allegations. I swear to God. I will never beat the allegations of using AI and all sorts of trickery. Where did that even come from? Like, at this point, I don't even know. I know you will, Carla. That's why you mean so much to me, not just to me, but to all of us. See, if you don't ask, you don't get. Fiona, are you being a naughty kitty? We love you, Laura. Licking is well, licking is good, but I want to be covered in marks, and I want to be able to wake up in the morning and be like, she did that damage. So biting, biting and clawing, lots of it. You can shower me with it, Brina. How about that? Trish. Kenya's gonna be so for so many reasons. The Black Panther will be in full force. We haven't seen the Black Panther in a while. Black Panther will come out once more. You guys will see me in a very natural state in Kenya, barefoot, no shirt, veins popping, abs popping, me talking my walk, talking my talk, running those streets, just going around being an absolute menace. We're good. Okay, so before I start my next set, I need to do my research and find a tribe, and I need to go challenge the biggest, strongest male there to hand to hand combat. And I want them to know when I am victorious, I will be the rightful heir to the tribe. And I will mate with all the beautiful women and produce a lot of strong sons. No, I'm just being silly, aren't I? I'm just being silly. No, I've been watching too many movies. They're gonna see me there and they're gonna be like, "Are you sure you don't have some African, like, heritage in you, some genes?" I've been mistaken for so many nationalities though, guys. Obviously, when we were in Brazil, everyone was talking to me in Portuguese like I was Brazilian. When we were in Greece, everyone thought I was Greek. In Japan, no one thought I was Japanese, by the way. When we were in Thailand, people thought I was Thai. Um, yeah, I've been mistaken for half white, half black. I've been mistaken for Native American, Italian, Portuguese, all sorts of nationalities. Shut up. Oh, you'll have to see it for yourself, baby girl. Once I have my own tribe, I'll bring all my villainesses. I I could see us living in a compound, all of us. I don't know why, but I can. We would obviously have to design everything ourselves, and everyone has their own rooms and stuff, but we would live on the compound, all of us together. I could so see us doing something like that. Let's put that there. God, my hands are so like bad. Like this callus right here, about to bleed. You guys see that one? The skin is like, if I peel the skin back on that one, it'll literally bleed. And sound is like a little better, but do you guys actually know something really, really funny? So I have spoken to again, like pretty much all of you girls. One of my friends who lives here in my city, she was like, "Can I tell you something?" I'm like, "Of course, sweetheart. You know me anything." Um, she's like, "Don't take any offense to this, but she's like, talking to you is like talking to one of my girlfriends. It's like talking to like another girl." She's like, "You don't like it doesn't feel like I'm talking to a guy." And I kind of paused for a second and I let what she said really absorb, right? Because obviously I wanted to, try to understand the best I could what she was trying to say. And I just told her, "Thank you. Thank you for saying that." Because I know how men can be, and I know how unreasonable they can be, and I know how mean they can be, and I know how vile they can be. Um, so when she said that, I said, "Thank you." And then I proceeded to explain to her all about my upbringing and how I was brought up by only the best of the best females, very, very powerful and strong women. Like I've spoken to you guys about my mother and the place that she grew up and the time that she grew up. She grew up at a time and place where a dog has more rights than a woman does. but she made it work. She was able to raise a family. She was able to raise um, a productive young man who tries his utmost best to treat women with the kindness, respect that they deserve. So when she said that, I took it as she's appreciating the fact that I was raised the right way. And I just told her, thank you for saying that. And she's like, I didn't expect you to reply like that. Like, of course, I'm just trying my best to understand it where you're coming from. Yeah, it took me a little off guard, but again, I just like I said, I took a moment of silence and then I said, thank you. Mhm. Oh, I need to get some lotion for my hands. Oh, good to know. There you go, Brita. That's what I was waiting for. I transcend the genders. There you go. I'm neither male or female. That's why I could get along with men and women. I prefer women. I can't even deny that. Women are the more intelligent gender. That is, I don't think that's up for even an argument. Women are the more intelligent gender. And intelligence is a very, very broad spectrum in terms of what it means. If you're a loving person, you are smart. If you're a compassionate person, you are smart. If you're an understanding person, you are smart. If you're a giving person, you are smart. These are all qualities of an intelligent human being. Women by nature hold these traits. By nature, women are these things. So, rightfully so, they are smart. Men lack a lot of the compassion, kindness, and generosity that women have. And I don't care if you're school smart, I don't care if you're business smart. If you lack these qualities, in my eyes, you're not a very smart human being. And women, like I say, by nature, have these qualities, and it's very much true. So that's why I would say women are the more intelligent gender, easily, without a doubt in my mind. Need the king treatment. I need one of you guys to right? Bite off my calluses. I sometimes do that. It's actually quite satisfying in a weird way. Thank you, everyone. But yeah, I was telling one of my I was actually telling Dennis and his brother. I'm like because we are at Dennis's birthday and everyone we were talking right, and I'm like, yeah, I don't see myself as like a man or a woman. They're like, the heck is this guy talking about? Like, I transcend the genders. They're like, okay, weirdo alert. I just started laughing. It's okay. I've been the black sheep my entire life, you guys. I've been the outcast my entire life. I have tattoos. I have piercings. Um, I have always, always, in a weird way, stuck the finger to societal norms. I've always carved my own path, my own way, and I've always done pretty much um, the complete opposite of what is expected of me in terms of a traditional standpoint. Get married at a certain age, have a bunch of kids, be religious, pray 5 times a day. I don't do any of those things. Definitely, definitely a black sheep. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. I do, Cindy. I do. I love you all. And I see you guys as human beings that deserve to be heard, listened to, respected. First and foremost, respected and treated as human beings. And I see all females that way. Um, we live in a place and time where women are too often objectified in so many ways than one. The clothes that they wear when they reveal themselves, and I'm a strong believer of a woman is allowed to express herself in any way she seems is appropriate to her. Oftentimes men look at women and they're like, oh, well, if she's dressed a certain way, she's asking for attention. No, not at all. Why isn't she allowed to wear a shorter skirt that shows her thighs? Maybe that's just what she genuinely likes. That's her style. That's how she likes to express herself. That doesn't mean she wants to be hit on. That doesn't mean she wants to be objectified as an object and so on and so forth. So I'm a very much a big advocate of women's rights, women being able to express themselves without ridicule, disrespect, and just being treated as an object. Um, yeah, and again, this is due in part that just how I was raised by my mother and how she, uh, again, being raised in a time and place where, again, I don't like to use that comparison, but I kid you not, guys, I really do kid you not. We come from a country where a dog has more rights than a woman, which is absolutely disgusting in every sense. And I don't even like using that comparison. I really, really don't. But that's the best way I could really put it into words. Um, I don't share pretty much none of the beliefs of the people in my country. Again, if I were to step foot in Afghanistan, I think I would be shot and hung all at the same time. I would get hung first, and then I would get shot. I don't know why I'm laughing. That's not good to laugh. But anyways, you guys understand the point I'm trying to make. Very much a strong believer of women's rights and women being able to choose what they want out of their lives and being able to choose how they want to express themselves and how they want to live. Is as much of a right as it is for men. It's as much right as it is for women too. And everything in society in today's day and age objectifies women and tries to hold them down. And I don't like that. I would like that. Um, I would I would like that. Again, like I say, I would never say things along the lines that I understand what women go through because I never will. I never, ever, ever will. But I do my utmost best to sympathize. I do my utmost best to try to understand as much as a man can understand. And that much I will never change about myself. I will always try to respect all human beings, especially women. Women go through enough hardship and suffering as it is, not just here in the West, but just look at some places where women have absolutely no rights, you guys. And it's just disgusting how people can treat one another that way. It really, really is. Laura, you're allowed to cry in front of me. I'm allowed to cry in front of you. As friends, we we have to give each other that much to be allowed to feel like human beings. Um, I cried a couple times on stream, but I don't know if you guys see me. When we were in uh Phuket, I was getting so emotional after that time. I accidentally revealed myself on stream. I went to the bathroom and I cried because you guys made me feel so safe. You guys were so understanding at the fact that I made a genuine mistake and you guys didn't hold it against me. You guys didn't shun me. You guys didn't make me feel bad. Again, I'll apologize 1,000 times if I have to. I was not my intention. It never will be my intention to disrespect any of you girls in any means. Is there going to be times where I make a mistake? Absolutely. But I will always own up to my mistakes. And I will always be the first to apologize if I have made a mistake. And when you guys made me feel so safe, you guys are so understanding at the fact that I made a genuine mistake. And you guys are willing to give me that as a human being that I made a mistake and be so understanding. It just They were happy tears. Wasn't tears of guilt. It wasn't tears of, me being sad. It was genuinely happy tears. I really do. I really, really do. I try to be that to Dennis. You know, Dennis is an upstanding man, you know. But again, all men can be reminded once in a while, myself included. I'm guilty of making mistakes from time to time, and I need to be reminded. And you girls always remind me. Esther's leaving? No worries, Esther. We all love you, baby girl. Please go get some much needed rest. My priority, guys, and my love will always be with this community. I don't want any one of you guys to question that even for a second. I am so crazy passionate and in love with what we have built, and it's really funny, and I kind of chuckle to myself when people say, "What do you do for work?" Like, oh God, where do I start? But again, I always start off my sentence. I am a part of a wonderful community filled with kind-hearted, compassionate, respectable ladies. And then they're like, okay, but like they start to question and they start to like are like they start to say all sorts of crazy stuff. And I'm like, it's one of those things. It's quite difficult to understand what I do for work unless you're really part of the community. You see the love, you see the compassion, you see the kindness that radiates from everyone. It's quite difficult for anyone to understand, right, ladies? Unless they're really part of the community. I'm pretty sure maybe some of your guys' friends have maybe questioned you, but it really is one of those things you won't really get it unless you're really a part of it, and I'm okay with that, and I really am. I'm glad you all do the same for me, Emma. You, Cindy, Laura, Charla, everyone does the same thing for me. I feel smarter. I feel calmer. I feel happier. I feel like I'm improving as a soul when I talk to you guys, when I'm around you guys in any capacity. So that should say a lot about all of you, right? If you guys could make a man feel that way, clearly there's something very special about every one of you girls. Clearly. Cindy, I've said it from time and time again. You're a remarkable, remarkable young lady. So I wouldn't be surprised if you and I meet and you put me in a nice little headlock. I'm like, oh, it's my tap. We are allowed, right, Lucy, to make mistakes. Mistakes are always welcomed in my eyes. Forgiveness is always going to be a thing that I always hold near and dear to my heart. Forgiveness, you have to be able to give human beings the kindness that they deserve and be able to forgive. Forgiveness is as much about the other person as it is for you. Forgiveness is a quality a lot of human beings are lacking. But trust me, guys, look at your own selves and ask yourself, am I perfect? Have I made my fair share of mistakes? And I think the answer should be an outstanding yes. Just because your mistakes are not the same as others does not make you any more perfect, any more deserving, or make you better anyway. We all make mistakes in our own right. Some mistakes are a little bigger than others. I get that. But we have to be able to give each other the kindness and respect. Hey, man. Oh, absolutely, man. Go, no, you go right ahead, man. You go right ahead. You go right ahead. By the way, you look amazing.
I'm 50, so I got a little kid, so I think
Yeah, well,
you guys start. So
the dream is to look like you when I'm your age.
if you start here, I think it's anything.
Really?
Go. And, still lots to go, but yeah, yeah.
You look amazing, bro. You look amazing. Yes, I would for sure tap out Cindy. But hey, don't think I'm gonna take it easy on you, Cindy. I never said I was gonna take it easy on you. I know the power you bring. I would not take you lightly. Let's just put it that way. I'll definitely have to bring out the Black Panther if I'm going on a head-to-head competition with Cindy. Let's just put it that way. I get a little strong, you guys. He's something. Okay. Well, yeah, finish up my last few sets of the good old back. Okay. Whew. By the way, if anyone could clip that little part in the stream where I'm showing off the cake, send it to me. I'll post it. I'll post it in the story. Whew. I'm trying to get my sister to join the community, you guys. I want to open up a little more to you guys about my family, and like all families, in all situations, there's going to be ups and downs. And my sister, you guys, she's such a sweetheart. She has dealt with a lot in her life, and I, I'm always there for her as a brother. I am, and I always try to be there for her and her kids. And in a weird way, I know this is weird to say, but her kids see me very much as a father figure as much as they do as an uncle. But I want her to join our community. My sister, you guys, she does not have any friends. She doesn't have any girlfriends that she can talk to. She doesn't have anyone to open her heart up to. Um, Again, me being her brother, there's only so much that she may feel comfortable sharing. Sometimes girls need another girl's perspective and love for her to really open up, and I guess that I do. There's only so much I can do as a man for her and as a brother for her, but I want her to join, and I want her to see your guys' wisdom and love, and I want her to grow with us. Like I say, she genuinely has no friends, you guys. Again, I am there for her as much as I possibly can be, but um, yeah, I'm gonna talk to her. She's very shy. She's a very shy girl, and she has troubles opening up. She has lived a very difficult life. And I don't ever like to look at myself like, oh, boo, I lived a difficult life. Even when I've opened up and I've told certain people about the life I've lived and the childhood that I've missed, and I didn't get to experience the things other kids got to experience, like playing catch with their father, having someone to teach me how to ride a bike, things that I think most children should experience with their parents. I didn't get to experience that. My sister didn't get to experience that. Um, but I was fortunate enough to have amazing friends in terms of David and Chance. Those two men are very much my brothers, as much as my real brothers are. I have told stuff to Dennis and David that I've never told my entire family. So it just goes to show how much I respect and love them. I've told you guys things that I've never told my family. Um, my sister is very much a lot like me in that regard. she doesn't open up, but a little bit of kindness, compassion, and a gentle heart is going to get her to open up and is going to get her to realize that she isn't alone. And like I said, she's not alone because she has me and she always will. But again, females sometimes need a female's perspective, and I get that and I respect that. So I'm gonna talk to her, and if she feels comfortable enough to join, um, it would mean a lot to me for you guys to again, I don't want anyone to feel they're obligated to, do anything because you guys aren't obligated to do anything. But if you guys could just do exactly what you guys have been doing from day one, treat her no differently than another one of our beautiful, beautiful family members. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking anyone to put anyone on a pedestal. I'm not asking anyone to give anyone certain special treatments or privileges. That's not what I'm asking. Of course, anytime. I'm just asking you guys to just be the kind-hearted, compassionate, beautiful souls you guys have always been. Like, that's all I'm asking. Hi, Cosmic. I'm sorry if what I'm saying is upsetting you. We myself and my girls, we definitely allow ourselves to feel emotions that society and the world has trained us not to feel. We allow ourselves to feel these emotions, and you are very much allowed to feel those emotions too here with us, Cosmic, without any amount of ridicule, judgment, or mean spirits being thrown at you. Thank you, Cosmic. No need to feel bad for me, guys. I have all of you. I have the world. I have the world in the palm of my hands. I really do because I have all of you. I'm like the last person you guys should feel bad for. I have everything. This is my home. This is my safe place. This is my entire world. This is my purpose. If there's one word I can describe all of you to me is it's purpose. We all deserve purpose in this realm. We all do. And my purpose is you. Is all of you. That's what my purpose is. I wake up every single day with a purpose. I wake up, you guys are on my mind. I go to sleep, you guys are on my mind. That's what purpose is. I get up and I want to be better. You guys are the purpose. Life is so difficult for all of us girls. It's so difficult for so many reasons. And if we can make our little corner of the universe a little more bearable, filled with a little bit more love, it'll make the game of life just a little more bearable. That's how I see it, at least. Let me finish off with one more very, very set of the good old back muscles. Oh, gentlemen, put in a lighter. Just for the record, so I'm doing face pulls. I'm doing that much weight, the whole stack plus the extra bit of weight. And then you guys know me all too well. I'm a little sick in the head, so I have to add even more weight because I cannot allow the voices to overpower me. I try to be strong in every facet of life. Physical power is one facet that I always strive, but mental and spiritual power too. You have to strive to be strong in every sense of life because life isn't just going to throw physical pain at you. It'll throw spiritual pain, it'll throw mental pain. And we got to allow ourselves to be strong in every possible way. There's something in me that wants out. That much I know, Brina. And when I was in the Amazon rainforest, even the chief said so. He was saying it to our tour guide, and the chief said, "There's something in this boy that wants out." I don't think all of it came out in the Amazon rainforest, and I feel it. It's still in there. That's why I keep bottling it up and throwing it in that deep dark hole because I can't allow myself to lose control. But with your guys' help, I'm tackling it one day at a time. Of course, Cosmic. This is a safe place for all of us. So long as you're kind-hearted, compassionate, and you're loving and understanding, and there's no disrespect, you will always, always have a home with us, always. And that's true for all of my girls. I would never in a million years make anyone feel like they can't open up or anything of that nature. Like I said, there needs to be a certain level of respect, though. Certain level of respect, kindness, compassion that goes into uh well, just how things are conducted, right? I agree, Brina. We will deal with it together because I can't deal with it on my own. If I do, I will who I am and how hard we have all worked to turn me into the man I am now, it will all be lost. I know it will all be lost if I deal with it myself. Not no more, Cosmic. You will not have to hide it no more. You share with us as much as you're comfortable with. I will never pry. I will never out of step out of line or force you to share more than you're comfortable with. But myself and all of my beautiful girls, we will all be here to listen, and we'll all be here to help you in any way we possibly can. And again, the same is true for all of my girls. It's a place of kindness and respect, guys. So I got the full stack on plus the extra 25. I have to put my foot on this thing here because this weighs far greater than my body weight. So if I were to pull it, like I'm strong enough to pull it back, but body weight isn't as heavy as the weight. So I need to stabilize myself somehow. That's why I have to like put my foot like this and then pull the weight. You know, I got asked, Villain, if we ever meet, I weigh so and so, I weigh 100 something pounds, I weigh 200 something pounds. Are you sure you'll be able to pick me up? Sweetheart, I am very strong and I could lift a lot of weights. All of you girls will be little peanuts to me. I'll definitely be able to pick any one of you girls up and toss you around. Let's just put it that way. I know you will, Laura. Not just um, me, but I know you'll be there for all of us because that's just the kind-hearted individual you are, Laura. We only keep the best here, you guys. Our community is the best of the best, and I will say that wholeheartedly. We have the best of the best. Sooner or later, emotions that get bottled up, cosmic, they come out, and sometimes they come out in the not. Sometimes they come out in a very nasty way. They sometimes bottled up emotions come out in tears. Sometimes they come out in regret. Sometimes they come out in anger. And in unfortunate circumstances, they come out in violence. I've seen bottled up emotions come out in every which way possible. And I'm a strong believer of giving yourself the respect and time that you need to handle things yourself as much as humanly possible, right? Because sometimes you do need to give yourself some quiet time. You do. But guys, life is not meant to tackle by yourself. Life is no one stronger than life. Not me, not you, not nobody. Life is gonna hit harder than any one singular human can handle. And that'd be a very, very terrible way to live life if you tackle everything on your own. It'll be a very unfortunate way to live. So that's why we have this community where you don't have to be strong all the time. You don't. You can allow yourself those moments of weakness. You can allow yourself the moments of shedding tears and allowing yourself to be like, you know what? I need help. We allow that here. No, that's I lift far more than 160 pounds. I'm a far more. Yeah, Cosmic. So funny story, Cosmic. I for the longest time actually did not know the D word was a bad word. So I'm not sure if you know this about me. I don't well, I do my utmost best as humanly possible to not utter bad words because bad words will just hurt you more so than you uttering them. So when you utter bad words, you're just hurting yourself. You're just hurting your own energy and your own spirit, body, and mind. So for the longest time, I did not know the D word was a bad word until my very, very special girls informed me that, hey, villain, the D word is in fact a bad word. So I have stopped myself from using the D word. Um, no, that's totally okay, Cosmic, right? It's totally okay. But we learn every single day, right? Yeah, no swearing in the chat, and I don't allow swearing in my life. Of course, Cosmic. Okay, I think we're done back, you guys. I'm gonna hit a little bit of the chest muscles. I think I should hit one of little chest muscles. Yeah, guys, look, this is how the bulk is coming around. So you could definitely tell the arms are looking a little more juicy. We're definitely not losing shape though, right? Shape is still there. I mean, I showed you guys my abs. The abs are still looking crispy as ever. How much is 2.5 stone? No one fights alone. I love that, Charlotte. I love that. Well spoken. Yeah, I try to tell all my friends when you swear, like I get it. It's part of everyday vocabulary for a lot of us because we grew up around swearing and stuff. But everything in life has frequencies. The words that you speak, the people that you're with, the influences that you're around, everything in life has frequencies. Everything is in motion. And when you utter improper frequencies out of your mouth, you're hurting yourself. It's a fact, you guys. It really, really is a fact. Everything is emotion. So bad words cause bad energy. And you're just hurting our beautiful world. And most importantly, you're hurting yourself when you say bad words. You're not hurting no one else but yourself. Oh, it's 30. Okay, so 35 pounds in, sorry, let me just go back. 35 pounds in 3 weeks. It's possible, Cosmic. It is very much possible. It will be very difficult though. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. 35 pounds in 3 weeks um is a difficult task, but not an impossible one. Not even the slightest bit impossible. But you'll have to work your butt off. That much is you have to be willing to put in the work. I know you guys are all improving when it comes to the bad words. Again, I have said bad words. I make mistakes, and that's okay. We're allowed to give ourselves that. We're all growing, and we all grow at different rates, and that is okay. So long as we grow, if you can just grow and do better, it's good enough for me. Like I said, your best will always be good enough for me. I will not ask for anything more, just so long as you do your best. So let's do a little bit of chest. Let me remove this weight. Look at all the grays in my beard, but beard is still looking sharp, right? Okay. Oh, 21 there. 21 there. Put you over here. Flip this thing onto over here. Put you on 8. And put you on 8. Yep. We're all set up. Salt and pepper. You gotta have a little bit of salt and pepper on your food, right? The view. You guys are wild. You guys are wild, wild gals. The bubble butt, yeah, it's definitely getting there. It's definitely getting there. I mean, I showed the bubble butt quite well. Definitely to do a little more of the whitening strips. Like I don't know how my teeth get a little stained. Like I don't drink coffee. Oh, I do drink Coke Zero, so that's probably why. Well, I sometimes brush my teeth twice a day, morning and before bed. But I also do use whitening strips. I haven't used whitening strips in a hot minute though. Oh, I put you guys right on the BBC level. Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, it's definitely my fault. Yeah, yeah, you're absolutely right. But yeah, it's for sure the Coke Zero. I'm gonna put you guys right there. Just like how I got the floor all wet. I kind of peed myself. My apologies. Sometimes when I work out a little too hard and I get a little dehydrated, there's a vein that goes like right. Yeah, I think it's on my right eye. It goes like from there and it kind of like curls down, like kind of like into my cheek right there. It's so weird. My mom, funny enough, let's say like a month ago or something like that. She hey brother, good to see you. Good, good. Let me go shake your hand. I always miss you, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Of course, I'm trying. I'm trying. That's all I can do. Okay. One of my good friends, a class act, such a gentleman. It's definitely not enough to just say hi to him from a distance. I have to go shake his hand. Wonderful, wonderful man. Cosmic. Well, unexpected view, but appreciated nonetheless. Chaska, pretty Chaska. Uh, do another set. Oh. Um, yeah, no, a lot of very, very special things coming up, guys. Um, I'll repeat myself again. We got obviously like a big, big thing. Our Kenya journey, amazing part of our journey is about to start sooner rather than later. Adding the final touches to the itinerary and then booking the tickets. Um, our wonderful, wonderful castle that's going to be home to so many of our beautiful girls. Um, that will start. Well, that will finish. Believe me, I'm working tirelessly on it. You guys, please have a little bit of patience with me. There's only so much I can get done with all my other uh, things. I'm also working on another little very special surprise coming. Um, I'm working with the necessary people to get that situated and sorted out for all of you guys, but some things take a little bit more time and require a little bit more love and effort. So please be understanding of that. And what else? And if I'm forgetting anything, my apologies. Of course, Cosmic, don't mention it. And have an awesome day at work, my girl. We all love you too. We all love you too, Laura. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. So the castle, I want to say, is about 55% done. And the 55%, I'm talking about like completely, completely done, not just a section from like start to finish, completely done, 55%. The castle is yeah, again, the castle, a lot of our girls are going to be living there, but if for any of the girls who don't want to live there, again, no worries at all. You guys can live wherever you guys want. But if you guys choose to do so, of course, castle will always be a home to you. Yeah, we will do the thing that I said. It'll be on a first come, first serve basis. Let the girls run wild in the castle, run around, choose a room that you want. And if someone else chooses a room that you wanted or that you like, just kindly ask them if you could have their room or switch with them. And I go from there. And then I will choose my room last. So let all of you guys choose a room and then I'll choose my room last. As our house vacation. Yeah, you guys will if you guys come to choose if you guys choose to come live at the castle, you'll have to come bring all your wonderful stuff and get moved in. Oh, and another thing, again, decorate and move the stuff in your room in whichever way you see fit. So if the bed's in a certain place, move it. If the decorations are not up to your liking, get rid of them, replace them with your own decoration. If the carpet's a color that you don't like, change it. If there's not enough storage, bathing benches or furnaces or whatever, place them. It's your room. You decorate and you design it the way you want to. Yes, I would love to see your puppy, but I'm pretty sure I'll see your puppy today. Or have I seen your puppy, Brina? I want to say I have, right? Can't remember. Please, you'll have to forgive me with my concussion. I sometimes forget. Oh, I'm not upset. You know, guys, I'm gonna go get a blood works done specific for my testosterone levels. Um, relatively soon here. It's been about I want to say 6 or 7 months since I've got my testosterone levels checked, and if they're at a place that I'm not happy with, I will be going on hormone replacement therapy (TRT), testosterone replacement therapy, which I will be taking if if my test levels are low. I'll be taking injectable testosterone if it's low, and when that happens, you guys, um, you could expect to possibly see my body quite different. And when I say quite different, I mean very much more muscular. Let's just put it that way. Yes, indeed, my pretty Charlotte. Yes, I will add a mention. Running with event trips. I'm pretty sure you could add armor to your dogs. Yeah. Get your hormone levels checked, you guys. Hormones are a very integral part of many, many vitals in your system. Um, obviously, when you talk about, going on TRT, usually men say, "Oh, you're gonna get, it's gonna cause a little bit of muscle growth and stuff." But I've never had an issue with muscle growth. I would primarily be taking TRT for, again, to make sure my vitals are at a natural, appropriate level. It functions, it helps function and regulate organ health, so many different crucial parts of your body. So if my testosterone levels are in fact lower than where it needs to be, then in that case, I would have to take an extra amount of testosterone to make sure my vitals are at a natural level. Identify as the Hulk. Love you too, man. Yeah, there are so many things in Minecraft where I have to Google search so many things like on a daily basis. Yeah, because testosterone levels sometimes dip younger in certain men than others. Some men are good up until their mid 40s, and then some men testosterone dips um, lower. Right? It's there's no rhyme or reason for it. That's just like all of our bodies are different, right? Sometimes certain vitals are gonna deplete a lot quicker than others in some men, and that's okay, right? That's you just need to do your due diligence and make sure you are operating at optimal levels. There's armadillos in the game. I did not know that. They've added so much in Minecraft that I've missed so many years. That's really cool. Increase the weight just a wee bit. Oh, so you get armor for your dog from armadillos. Okay. Have armadillo poop. That's actually hilarious. No, that's Minecraft. Amount of creativity, and amount of things you could do in Minecraft are quite endless. It's again, there isn't like one way to play Minecraft. That's what I love about it. Um, there's so many things you can do, right? There isn't just one proper way to play Minecraft where someone's like, nope, you have to do Minecraft like this. No, you play Minecraft the way you like to. Some people just like to farm in Minecraft and keep animals. Totally okay. Some people like to build cool things. Some people like to build pixel art. Totally okay. Some people like get crazy and go and do wild stuff, right? So there isn't one way to play Minecraft. That's what I love. Indeed. Great answer, Emma. I occupy a very, very beautiful place I like to call Earth. That's where I'm from. The Warden, very good question. I would highly recommend, and obviously we don't have to do it this way, but I would highly recommend. Uh, when the time comes to go fight the Warden, we all have netherite armor, Charla. We all enchant our netherite armor and sword. And we all watch a YouTube video how to approach the deep dark and how to approach the Warden. I think that would be a very good rule of thumb to follow. Same goes with fighting the Ender Dragon. Same goes with fighting the Wither. I think it would be highly advantageous for all of us to know a thing or two before getting ourselves into these very, very difficult tasks. Because again, you and I, we could only explain so much, Charlotte. There's going to be a lot of information that we're probably going to leave out. So I think it would be very advantageous for all of us actually to go watch a proper YouTube video and the necessary steps that it takes to go tackle these challenging activities with minimal mistakes, right? Because it would suck if we just go guns blazing, fighting the Warden with all of our netherite gear that we've worked so hard to get, and then we just die because we made some foolish mistakes. You know what I mean? So my recommendation would be very, very prepared, not just in terms of our material and our gear, but be prepared in the sense that we need the proper knowledge to. Yes, that's right. You did find his location. You took a picture of the coordinates, right, Charlotte? I mean, there isn't just one place he spawns. There's lots of places. Yeah, you and Kyler too. Like all I see is shot by skeleton, died by zombie, whatever. I just sit there. I just giggle to myself. But it's good. The more you die, the more you fall flat on your face, the more you'll learn. Put you down. Get my last couple of sets in. Oh, that's a heavy set. Oh, finish off a set of push-ups. My little chicken wings. You want to take a nice little bite out of them? I was laughing. Yeah. Yeah. Whenever we go on these journeys, for some reason, the trolls come in full force. Sometimes it gets like really bad, as I'm sure many of you guys are aware, but it's okay. We are definitely equipped to deal with them. And I mean, I hope the time doesn't come, but when it does, we will handle them like we've always handled them. Give them a fair warning, depending on the day. Some days I am definitely not in the headspace to deal with them. Some days I'm a little more uh, lenient in terms of giving them warnings. But I think it comes down to a number of things: what kind of mood they catch me in, and the severity of their trolling. I think, right? If they're just being a little funny, a little goofy, we can give them a warning. If they're just downright being disrespectful, mean, and vile, we can't have that. Indeed. You guys are determined to get your stuff back. The thing about dying in Minecraft, you lose your levels. That's the thing that really hurts. And you obviously need your levels for enchanting, right? So, like I said, banning people, I wish we didn't have to do it because I want our community to grow with everyone. But when we ban someone, it makes me happy in a weird way because it's like one less knucklehead that's going to come here and try to make a mess of things. That's how I see banning people. Just one less knucklehead, really. 25. Wow. The max enchanting you can go up to is 30. So, a little word of advice: if you guys are enchanting, make sure you get up to level 28 or 30 minimum before you enchant, because that is the highest enchantment you can put on your gear and your weapons and stuff like that. Don't enchant lower levels than that, you guys, because you're just wasting levels. If you want the highest enchantment possible with the best stat rolls, uh, definitely wait until you're level 30 minimum. Minimum level 30. 3 bottles of enchanting, nice. Yeah. Like Emma, there is so much in Minecraft that you could learn. Again, I don't know everything about Minecraft. I just know a little from when I used to play it when I was a lot younger. But yeah, yeah, you could always so the thing about repairing stuff, let's say you repair your diamond sword. The first time around, it's not going to be a lot of levels. The second time around, it's going to go a little higher. The third time around, it's just going to go higher and higher and higher to repair your gear and your armor. So if you guys are going to repair an item or gear, make sure it's worth it. Don't just repair anything, guys, because you're just wasting experience for nothing. So if you're going to repair your sword, make sure it has the um, best enchantments that you possibly could have on it, and you're happy with them. Don't just repair everything and anything, because it's not worth it. Yeah. One more stuff. Okay, let's do a little bit of shoulders. This workout, like I should have been done this workout a long time ago, but we had a few announcements to get through, and and then again, I obviously like to run my motor mouth, so it's all good. We will finish the workout. But yeah, the Backrooms movie, you guys would definitely recommend if you're interested in that stuff. Definitely watch the Backrooms movie. Definitely recommend. I'll put you guys in a better angle. Yeah. Oh, the Backrooms movie, you had it to the list? Yeah, see, like that guy, just ban that guy instantly. I don't like that word. Not even the slightest bit. I've never watched that movie, Cindy. Is that a newer movie that came out? I've went and watched movies in theaters by myself. I've also went to dinners by myself. I would ask a couple of my friends if they want to go out for dinner with me, and they're busy, they're at work and stuff, and I'm like, just let's go by myself. I've been to buffets by myself. Well, I mean, you guys remember we went to the Indian buffet, all of us, right? I was by myself. Um, it's okay. We'll get the next one. As much as I hate to admit it, there's gonna be more. Oh, it's a sci-fi movie. Yeah, I'm so far behind Cindy when it comes to new movies and stuff. Um, although I know we got a few Marvel fans in chat. The new Spider-Man movie comes out July 31st, if I'm not mistaken. That's gonna be a really cool movie to go watch. I'll have to go find someone to go with me. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if I'll be there on day one. Like the Backrooms movie has been up for what, 2 weeks, like 2.5 weeks, something like that. And it took me this long to find a little bit of time to go watch it. But last night I was up until God knows what time, super late, trying to get caught up on work. So I was gotta tell myself if I'm gonna go do stuff for me, whether it's watch a movie, go out for dinner, things like that. I'm gonna be a little far behind on work. So I always try to like pace myself a little. My line of work is definitely one of those things where you make your own schedule, and if you mess up your schedule, well, you got to get caught up one way or another, right? Scary movie six. You know, I've never watched any of the scary movies. Yeah, the new Spider-Man movie. Well, I mean, like all of them have been good. The only Spider-Man movies I didn't like is the Amazing Spider-Man movies with Andrew Garfield. Can't say I'm a fan of those ones. Yeah, Kathy, it looks wicked. I'm gonna have a great time, Charlotte. But yeah, um, new Spider-Man movie, um, Avengers, the new one, Avengers Doomsday, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it's called. That one's going to be coming out. That looks super cool with Doctor Doom, who is Robert Downey Jr. is casted as Doctor Doom, which is going to be so cool to see. Yeah, Tom Holland, I like. I I very much like Tom Holland, but for me, my favorite Spider-Man is still Tobey Maguire. Thing with him is just his mannerisms, his voice, how timid, shy he is, and things like that. He just reminds me of a Peter Parker, like straight from the comics. But Tom Holland, I do like him as Spider-Man too. Yeah, Toby is my all-time favorite Spider-Man too. Yeah, I'm literally in the same boat. Yeah. The length of the straps, yes, Cindy. Great question. Yes. They definitely make a difference. So if I were to use these standard straps, I wouldn't be able to hold on, let me just kind of show you rather than explain. Oops. So we got the standard straps here. If I were to clip them on, I wouldn't be able to flare my arms out as much compared to the wider straps, right? So if I were to use the shorter ones, it would be very limiting on in terms of how much I can do a lateral raise. Now the longer straps, I could really extend my arms out and kind of really target the deltoids more so than kind of doing like a weird looking like upright row and target more of the traps, right? So that's my thought process for not using the shorter straps compared to the longer ones. Yeah, this is definitely a different way you can do lateral raises. Obviously, you can do it with dumbbells. I like doing it with dumbbells too. But the good thing about using a machine and using lateral raises with the longer straps is the tension is applied to the muscle throughout the entire range of motion because you're using a machine rather than a weight, right? When you're using a weight, when you have the dumbbells here, the tension is no longer applied to the muscle, the intended muscle in the movement. But with the machine, especially if you take a step back, you kind of like lean backwards, like say, for instance, how I'm doing, right? I take a step back, I kind of lean like this. So even at the bottom of the movement down here, I still feel the tension being applied to the muscle. So regardless of the range of the motion, if I'm at the bottom of the movement or the top, the tension is constantly applied to the intended muscle. So that's why I like to use the strap sometimes, specifically the longer straps in this particular movement. So yeah, take just a little step back. Obviously, you want to adjust it to how tall you are, but just take a little step back, not too much. And you kind of want to just ever so lightly or slightly take a little lean back, and then you continue on with the movement as so, as if you were to have two dumbbells in your hand. Yeah, that's my reasoning for doing that. Yeah, he's definitely a new generation, uh, Charlotte. So he might like Tom Holland the best because that's like his generation. Yeah, definitely give it a try. It's a little more easier, I think, on the joints, on the shoulder joints. But dumbbells are fine. Machines are fine to hit the outer shoulder. But this is just another variation when it comes to weight training. I don't think there's one specific style of weight training that's better than any other. You just got to give yourself diversity and a load of different movements. I think uh, everything's said and done. Everyone's body reacts to different movements a little differently. And you got to find something that works for you and that's agreeable to your body. Because there's certain exercises that I have tried. It's not agreeable to my joints, it's not agreeable to my structure, and so on and so forth. Tom Holland is fine though. I think he's a great Spider-Man. Well, the thing is, like Toby Maguire wasn't like a pretty boy. You know what I mean? He looked like a nerd, right? He looked like a nerd from school, and that's kind of how Peter Parker was in the comics. Tom Holland is like a good-looking guy, right? Uh, he has friends and so on and so forth, right? Peter Parker was literally like an outcast, a nerd. He had no friends. No one really liked him. No one gave him a chance. But Tom Holland, Spider Man, he has friends. He's good looking. He has a good body, and so on and so forth, right? So that's why I say Tom Holland is not a better Spider Man slash Peter Parker than Tobey Maguire is. Because Tobey Maguire, for me, was like literally ripped out of the comics. And he's for me the best uh, Spider Man by far. By far. Yeah. Some of the newest machines, Cindy, you're totally right. They're so advanced. Um, thing with machines, the good thing about machines are there's a lot less room for error in terms of your form, your lifting methods, and so on and so forth. Now, if you get free weights, obviously there's a lot of room for error. They have to be performed a certain way. And on top of that, you can very much injure yourself. You can obviously get injured in machines too, but it's quite unlikely to get injured on machines. Is it possible? Absolutely. Back. Yeah, I think we're back. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're back. I believe we're back. As I was saying, the good thing about free weights is it definitely helps you build stabilization balance. That's the one good thing about, well, not one good thing, but that's a big component of free weights. It's definitely helping you build your stabilizers. So they're both effective, I would say. If you can, definitely sprinkle a little bit of everything in there in terms of training. Do your cardio, do your free weights, do your machines. They're all good. They're all good. It's just bottom line is you got to find something that you enjoy. You got to find something that's agreeable to your frame, your body. Um, and yeah, you know, too often we hear the discussion and argument, what's the best chest exercise, what's the best glute exercise, like so on and so forth. The best exercise is going to be different for everyone. We all require different needs, and our bodies are agreeable to some things and not so agreeable to other things. You really have to find what works for you. Ugh, uh, let's go. And I'm done shoulders. Let's get a little bit of triceps in there. A little bit of triceps, a little bit of biceps, a little bit of legs, and then cuddle puddle at my house, you guys. How's that sound? I'll take a shower first. Don't you worry. Not to say I get stinky at the gym because I don't. Like I never sweat. I don't have really to really sweat a whole lot. Yeah. Okay, no, we're back. We're back. Okay, no, we're back. We're back now. Anyways, as I was saying, one of our has a couple friends that lives in Edmonton. She's like, I'm gonna come around November. Maybe we can ride. I'm like, November is usually a very much a colder month here in Edmonton, and chances are it'll be snow on the ground. So I don't think we'll be able to get some riding in. And then I told her we'll be able to get some riding in. And then I told her I can't promise you anything, sweetheart, because I don't know where I'll be around November, right? My schedule is very much all over the place. So I told her I don't want to make any promises, but we will see. We'll see. I just don't want anyone to be disappointed because when I went to Los Angeles, I have um, a friend of mine that lives not too far from there, and she's like, maybe we could go out for dinner or something. I'm like, I'm literally here for work. And then I actually did message her. I'm like, hey, my work is done. Would you like to hang out now? Because that's after I shot the trailer. All my work was done. And then she's like, oh, I'm at work. So it's like a lot of times when it comes to me hanging out, and 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 this isn't even like about the villainesses or like any of the girls. It's like even Dennis. For me and Dennis to hang out, it's like sometimes you guys, the stars have to align because I get it. Sometimes schedules don't align and they don't work. So it's not just like me and my girls. It's even my best friend Dennis. It's uh it's one of those things. Everyone has. Welcome back, Cosmic. So it's kind of nice being a little more bulkier. I'm less hungry. my mood is definitely better throughout the day at least because I'm actually having breakfast. Even this morning, I had two rice cakes. I had two caramel chocolate rice cakes. I put a little bit of zero sugar strawberry jam on it, sliced up a banana, and then I sprinkled it all with a little bit of salt, a little bit of cinnamon, and that was my breakfast. So definitely eating a couple meals a day. I've upped my calories, I think about like 500 give or take. So yeah, yeah. There was many times I was close to many of you girls actually, many times. One of I've met all sorts of wonderful people at the airports. Um, where it's someone who recognizes me from my videos and stuff. Like, hey, I know you, and then we take a picture. It's always such a pleasure meeting you guys out in public or wherever. My tattoo, yeah. So I have pictures of me pretty much shirtless on my Instagram. So yeah, you can always just click the link in my bio and go to my Instagram. Yeah, I'm eating a little more. Again, not too crazy. It's not like I'm going overboard and consuming an extra 3,000 calories a day. No, just just a little extra, and it's not enough to like you know really pack on. Uh, I guess fat. It's more so to pack on good quality weight, right? I mean, as you guys could see, the shoulders and arms and stuff, it's looking like a little more meaty rather than just super lean, right? Like I'm still lean, but it's not like almost like where it's like a starvation kind of look, right? Really depleted, really flat, a lack of glycogen in the muscles, and so on and so forth. I definitely have more of like a full look currently. But I'm sure when we go to Kenya, travel and stuff, it's definitely gonna make me a little more sleep. Okay. Uh, pretty sure we're back, unless I'm sadly mistaken. Yes, we're back. Yeah, so my tattoo goes all the way in my chest. So you won't see and my other tattoos on my chest too. You won't see my entire tattoo unless I do have my shirt off. You can see the goes all the way behind my arm. I have some roses in the inner arm. The trivia. It has been a while since we've actually gone on a journey and live stream. Like obviously we know what happened with Japan. I felt so lonely. I was seeing everyone with their significant others, and then there's just me, poor old villain all by himself. Indeed, my Nahida. I'm still at the gym. I mean, it just goes to show how much I'm probably talking and not working out. Just get used to long streaming days. Like when we're in Kenya, it's gonna be wake up, we live stream all the way until well, we sleep. The video, I worked so hard for that video. And then at the end, it wow, it's whatever. But yeah, the video I definitely played it smart in terms of the video. I definitely shot the footage, and that same night I would edit the clips that I got. Bye, Fiona. Well, you guys are again, you guys are my happy place. You guys are my safe place. So naturally, I'm gonna talk because I enjoy talking to you girls. It's fun. It's makes me happy. It's very informative. We go through a whole plethora of emotions. Sometimes it's a little blue, sometimes it's a little happy, sometimes it's a little all over the place. And last set for triceps. Go a little heavier, finish strong. Last set. Arm on. Okay. Do a little bit of biceps. Just do some single arm biceps. Nothing too crazy. There we go. Now I'm gonna try to not to move the phone because if I move the phone, then we're gonna get the loops. Yes, Kathy, I also missed you. Yes, it was excuse me. It was something new, but I gave it a shot and I don't think I enjoyed it. It was something different. It had enjoyment in its own right, but all in all, I would say I like live streaming. It's just more raw and uncut and just just real, right? The video approach was you guys saw everything that I wanted you guys to see. And it was edited a certain way. But the live streaming, there's no editing. It's exactly what you see right then and there, and whatever is said is said. Yeah, those streams are beautiful, Bria. I literally live for them. I literally live for them. Yeah. We got on the little biceps. A little heavier. We'll do a little bit of forearms at the end. And then we can do a little bit of legs. The voloops, unfortunately, everyone experiences the voloops, by the way. It's not just an R1 villain thing. I have a handful of other friends who very much live stream and they say the same things. It's one of those things that happens. Even with optimal connections, sometimes you just get spikes and it happens. They are, Cindy. Exactly. Twice 3 days of annual leave. Let's go, Emma. Kenya is so when I told some of my friends and family I'm going to Kenya, they're like, "Are you sure you want to go there?" I'm like, "Well, not so much for me to decide. We did a voting poll, and that's where all the girls want to go. So that's where we're gonna go. People are like, Kenya's so dangerous, this, that. I'm like, do you remember the mess that I have gotten myself into sometimes on these journeys? I've almost drowned. I got lost in a jungle. I got bit by a caiman. I got put on my behind by some wild jungle drugs. Um, oh God, what else? I almost got killed at the favelas by two armed men. Yeah, I have been through some wild, wild things. I'm like, I'm a strong believer of it. If it's your time to go, it's your time to go. Nothing will save you. Nothing will. If it's not your time to go, nothing will kill you either. I'm a very, very strong believer of that. Just it's on the bed. I know, Nahida. Poor old villain. Constantly almost dying. The jungle drugs, man. Wow. Were they wild. Like I said, I literally almost peed myself. It was so painful. I lost all feeling in my leg. I had the worst migraine, vomiting constantly. Oh God, sweating profusely. My heart rate through the roof. For all I know, I could have had a heart attack. Like there was a few other people with us in our group, and me being the crazy person I am, I went first, and the rest of the people saw what I did. They're like, yeah, hard pass. I'm not gonna do that. Look at this poor guy. He's like on the ground, like dying. I'm not gonna snort this jungle drugs. Yeah. But I got up, I brushed myself off. The chief did a little prayer over me. Yeah, it was good. He put some river water on me, blew some smoke on my face and other parts of my body. Slowly but surely, I came around. Slowly but surely. Mm. I go to the Netherlands. That would be amazing coming to the Netherlands. Was the UK ever part of the voting poll? I can't remember. I don't think the Netherlands was there, but I think the UK was, right? I think. I'll be wrong. Well, I was close to our UK friends a lot of times. Excuse me. Throat is getting so dry. Okay, the UK has been, yeah. So I remembered correctly. Yeah, the UK has. I think Australia has too. Japan was at one point and it lost, and then it came on the voting poll again and it won. Japan lost to Greece, if I'm not mistaken. Greece was so magical. You guys remember Greece? Renting a car, getting sideswiped by a motorcycle in a rented car, and me having to pay so much money. Oh, we went to so many beaches in Greece. Oh my God, Greece was amazing. I mean, they all were. They all were. Not a lot of people recommend places in the US, Charla. That's the thing. So when we go on these journeys, you guys are literally the deciding factors, right? I go down the list, and I take the top 3 most recommended places, and then again, the rest is all in your guys' hands. What is it called? Now that Kenya won, it doesn't matter if I put my own input on that because we're going to Kenya. I actually thought Egypt was going to win by a landslide. I actually thought Egypt was going to win because it's the first time Egypt is on the list. And prior to the voting poll for this journey, Egypt has always been somewhat up there for very much a recommended place. Um, so I was actually thoroughly surprised that Egypt did not win. So has Switzerland. Actually, Switzerland has been on the vote on the high places of us to go see. But in my honest opinion, I thought Egypt was going to win. But again, at this point, it doesn't matter because we're going to Kenya. Yeah, well, when I come to see you guys, I like obviously when I come see you guys, I don't really want to worry about too much about work because I want to dedicate the time and effort and energy to spending time with you guys. But there's going to be a little bit of work I still have to do. I love Alabama. I love the southern states so much. The hospitality, your guys' drive, your guys' strength, the love for your guys' nation. Like I said, southern hospitality and the beauty of the southern states is a real thing. I mean, like I love all the states. I do, but southern hospitality I have encountered and felt. So that's why I talk highly about the southern states. The UK. Oh my goodness. My poor leggies. Okay. Speaking of our journey though to Kenya, you guys, there might be some Black Panther inspired outfits, right? So in Japan, it was quite difficult to get a little creative with the outfits because Japan definitely has a somewhat of a dress code, right? You don't want to be dressed too wild because it is, a formal country. So again, I couldn't go too wild with my outfits in Japan. That's why a lot of the footage and the footage that you see is quite casual or formal. But Kenya, you best believe you're behind that. We're gonna get a little wild. Let's finish the last set too. Okay, let's bring this other little strap. I can do some okay, so I think my noise cancellation headphones have died. So if I sound a little off, if I sound a little weird, that's probably why. Yes, the Black Panther will be out in full force. And we will be doing quite a lot of villain tax imposing on people if they don't comply with the Black Panther. That much is very much certain. Indeed, Kathy. Indeed. Hi, Kyla. Twerking. We'll see how much of heat stroke I get because when we were in Phuket, I don't think I was wearing my hat. And oh God, I was getting heat stroke left, right, and center. And that may have definitely influenced a lot of the twerking. So did JP. JP hasn't been out in a while. And in Brazil, when the Black Panther was out, oh my God. When we were climbing up the mountain of Christ the Redeemer, you guys remember she was out in full force. Oh my God. A hat and sunglasses. I do have the sunglasses too. JP die off. I don't think so. I haven't seen her in a hot minute though, but I'm sure she will come back. I have no doubts that she will come back. We'd have a heat stroke. Oh goodness. Yeah, let's get a couple sets for the forearms. I need to have some powerful forearms in case I need to strangle. I'm gonna have to maybe transfer JP to someone. I'll just find some poor guy who'll just open his mouth and spit in it. Now we'll be able to transfer JP. I'm not even sure if that's how I would transfer JP. Spitting in someone's mouth. I mean, it's worth a try. I'll take her. Next thing we see Emma. Emma's like super, super muscular. She has like AI abs, AI veins. Just don't pick up a friend for JP. I think in Brazil, JP I think was at her largest, if I'm not mistaken, right? Well, when we were on that big tree log and I was barefoot, I was climbing, like I was just like kind of doing like the Black Panther crawl, the villainous crawl on the tree trunk. You guys remember? She was like thick, bro. She was like really, really thick. Yeah, the log. It was like she was like ungodly thick. So who knows? Maybe in Kenya, she might spread. Next thing you know, it will be like JP's going down like my ear. Yeah, literally green. I think in Brazil she was her thickest. That girl JP is definitely doing all sorts of things up in my crazy little head. I can't say for certain if they're good or not, though. Doing something. Often doing something. Right. You know what? I think I want to do squats. Actually, no. Let's actually yeah, let's do some squats. I don't usually do a whole lot of squats because it definitely hurt my lower back and hips, but I think if you do some light squats, you'll be okay. She was thick with 3 capital C's. Let's put you guys here. I talk about squats so long. Spit isn't my preferred method. Spitting is quick. There you go, Kylo. She really was front and center. Yeah. No, JP comes out and I've noticed JP, I think, comes out when we're like in like wild terrain. Like sometimes she creeps up on me in the middle of the night. Like I send you guys like pictures and videos in the bathroom and she comes out, but um yeah, she definitely comes out in like wild terrain. Thank you, Kyla. I haven't done squats in a very long time, actually. I'm just sitting my butt down. But for Kenya, yeah. So I think in the next day or so, I'm gonna restrict the calories a little more. Just look a little extra leaner. 'Cause I mean, I'm fine the way I am for my standards, of course. But I think I want to look a little extra crisp for Kenya. I only got two C's exactly. I'm not as thick as Gone You. Oh, you want the camera behind me while I squat? Is that what you're asking, Nahida? You naughty little Archon. Should I? Let's push you guys up. So I used to be very much a big back squatter, but I also can do front squats. You guys want to see some front squats where you like hold the bar on your front delts rather than on your back? That targets more of your quads. So I know let's do some front squats. Front squats can be quite dangerous, especially when I'm standing out of balance. We'll see if I try. Let's front squats. 1, 2. Front squats. Front squats always like bruise the front of my shoulder. I'm trying to eat you guys. You've never done front squats? Definitely give them a try. Front squats alleviate a lot of stress from your lower back, but squats put a little more stress on your knees. Belt squats are quite effective. They alleviate a lot of stress from your lower back and knees. Not sure if you've ever done a belt assisted squats. Did you hear what I said, Kamala, or no? Yes, no, maybe so. Are we back? Yes, we're back. Okay, good. I'm not sure how much of what I said you guys heard. I was talking to Kyla about the squats because she was like, I'll have to give those ones a try. Oh, you guys didn't hear any of it? Okay. I was just referring to what Kyla said about her giving those a try. So if you're doing back squats, they're going to target and put a little bit more stress on your hips and lower back. The squats that I just did, those are called front squats. They're going to alleviate a little bit of stress from your lower back and hips, but they're going to put a little bit of extra load on your knees, but they're going to target your quads a little more. Now, if you have back problems and knee problems, you'll want to see if your gym has a belt squat machine. Belt squats will typically alleviate a lot of the stress on your knees, lower back, and hips. Okay. I think we're back, right? We should be back. Do you guys want to see a place in the gym that actually gives me backroom vibes? You guys want to see? Look at that. I don't know why this gives me backroom vibes. Like it just looks so odd. Like the whole design, the architecture, it definitely just gives me backroom vibes. Am I like the only one who thinks that? Like, look, there's a stair going there, and then a weird corridor there. There's another balcony there that leads off to another level. There's a upstairs track there, and then I'm here doing calves. Just odd architecture, right? Like it's cool. It's unique. I'm not saying it's ugly, but definitely odd. Yeah, like every single time I see it, gives me like backroom vibes. And I'm just doing a little bit of calves. I'm working on my baby cows, you guys. Phone is probably gonna drop. It's okay. It's not a stream if I don't drop you guys. Please and thank you, Brina. Please and thank you. Oh my god. Charla. Naughty kitty. Unless you're talking about something else, so then my mind's in the gutter. Yeah, there's a few places here in my city that definitely give off backroom vibes. Like the back rooms, there's many levels. But yeah, the pool rooms are quite interesting. I'm not sure if you guys know what the pool rooms are. They kind of showed a little bit of it in the movie. Oops, a little bit of spoilers for the movie. Yeah, the pool rooms, those look freaky. I want to get my family together and see if they want to go camping at some point this year. Because last year we went camping, but it wasn't like 100% camping, but it was still good because we were in nature. My mom was like, we were supposed to. Yeah, the pool rooms. Yeah, no, wild. Wild spaces was. Okay, so we're having a half decent connection here, you guys. So I'm pretty much done my workout. Um, I kind of want to lean up against this railing, but it doesn't look like a big fall, but that is like I want to say maybe a 30-foot drop. So if I were to fall back and this thing were to break, I'd be in a lot of trouble. Let's just put it that way. Unless I land on all fours like a Black Panther should. But anyways, yeah, so I think I'm gonna end the live stream here. I will see you guys, our Minecraft girls, at least some of you girls, around 7 p.m. my time. And we will go for a wonderful search for a cherry blossom biome. And yeah, we'll have an amazing time. Once I get home, I'll work on the castle a little more. But I want to just play Minecraft too. I don't want to just every single time I log in, go on the castle, work. I want to give myself a little break and actually go enjoy the game with you guys. So I love you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much for giving our very own Emma a warm welcome to the mod team. Always be kind to one another, ladies. I love you all. And we will talk again very, very soon.